Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Multi-Dimensional Channel. For decades, the sky has been the ultimate arena for military power. Names like America's F-22 Raptor became symbols of absolute dominance, a phantom that instilled fear and could not be touched by any rival. But ladies and gentlemen, in the world of technology, no throne is eternal. Today, we will talk about another phantom, a new challenger emerging from the East, a machine believed to combine the art of high-end stealth with self-learning artificial intelligence. It is no longer a rumor, no longer just a blueprint on paper. It has appeared, in the flesh, on the test runway. Its name, according to Western analysts, is the J-50. This is not just an aircraft. This is China's declaration of war in the race to master the sixth-generation sky. And in today's video, we will dissect this superfighter together to see if it is truly an invincible weapon and how it will reshape the global air power game. Part 1. The shocking reveal. In the final days of September 2025, the global intelligence and military aviation community held its breath. From the hidden corners of Chinese social media, the clearest images to date of a mysterious fighter jet spread like wildfire. That jet was the J-50. This wasn't the first time we'd heard of it. The first blurry images had appeared in late 2024. But this time, everything was different. The photos, taken at the airfield of the Shenyang Aircraft Corporation, SAC, showed a prototype taxiing on the ground. And here is the most crucial detail for experts. The aircraft was no longer fitted with an air data probe. This is a long, spear-like device typically mounted on the nose of an aircraft during its initial testing phases to collect information on speed and air pressure. Its removal indicates one thing. The J-50 program has moved beyond its infancy. It has entered a more advanced phase of testing where its avionics and integrated sensors are mature enough to collect flight data on their own. These photos, according to sources, were taken by a local photographer who risked climbing a security fence. And they are not computer-generated imagery. Andreas Rupprecht, one of the world's leading experts on Chinese military aviation, has confirmed their authenticity. This is irrefutable proof that China is not just designing, but is also building and test-flying a sixth-generation fighter. Part 2. Breakneck speed and the high-risk gamble. To understand the formidable nature of the J-50, we must look at its development speed. Its first test flight reportedly took place on December 26, 2024. Less than a year later, in September 2025, it has progressed this far. That pace is truly astonishing. It demonstrates a weapons development strategy completely different from the West's. While the US and Europe follow very strict, time-consuming, and costly defense procurement processes, China has adopted an approach that can be called a high-risk, high-speed gamble. They are not developing just one, but at least 3 parallel sixth-generation stealth aircraft programs. Shenyang's J-50 is just one of them. Alongside it is the J-36 from the Chengdu Aircraft Corporation. By having corporations compete against each other and accepting the risk of failure in some projects, they foster innovation and significantly shorten the time from blueprint to test flight. This is a strategy that can burn a lot of money, but the reward for success is immense, getting a full technological generation ahead of the competition. And the J-50 is a testament to the success of the strategy. It is positioned to replace or supplement the J-20 Mighty Dragon fleet, a fifth-generation fighter, in the 2030s. Part 3. Anatomy of a Future Predator. So, what makes the J-50 so special? Let's dissect its core technologies. First, its tailless design and advanced stealth. The J-50 features a flying wing design, completely eliminating the vertical tail stabilizer. This is the pinnacle of stealth technology, helping to minimize the radar cross-section, RCS, from all angles. Its wing configuration is a lambda shape, an extremely complex aerodynamic design. But removing the vertical tail also creates a major problem: instability. To solve this, Chinese engineers have come up with an incredibly clever solution. The wingtips of the J-50 can pivot flexibly. These control surfaces, combined with a digital fly-by-wire flight control system and complex AI algorithms, will continuously perform thousands of calculations per second to keep the aircraft stable, especially at supersonic speeds. Second, its engines and maneuverability. The J-50 is equipped with two powerful jet engines with nozzles capable of changing their thrust direction, also known as 2D thrust vectoring. This technology is similar to that on the F-22 Raptor, allowing the aircraft to perform maneuvers that conventional aircraft cannot, creating a huge advantage in a dogfight. The nozzles also feature serrated edges, a sophisticated design to mask infrared signatures and reduce radar signals from the rear. Third, its AI brain and sensor systems. This is perhaps the most distinct sixth-generation element. Below the nose is an electro-optical targeting system similar to the Magic Eye on the F-35. But that's not all. The J-50 is also equipped with a distributed aperture system with infrared eyes placed all over the airframe, giving the pilot a 360-degree view right through the aircraft itself. All data from the radar, ETS, and DAS will be processed by a core computer system integrated with artificial intelligence. The AI will not only help the pilot fly the plane, but also fuse information, identify threats, recommend attack solutions, and even control a squadron of accompanying unmanned aerial vehicles, loyal wingmen. The pilot will act as a commander, a strategist, rather than just a pilot. The cockpit is designed for a single pilot with a blended canopy that merges into the fuselage to optimize stealth. The weapons bays are concealed within the body, indicating a primary role in air-to-air combat. Part 4. The J-50 in the arena. So, when weighed against its rivals, where does the J-50 stand? Compared to its sibling, the J-36 from Chengdu, the J-50 is smaller and more agile. The J-36 appears to be designed as a long-range stealth tactical bomber, while the J-50 is clearly a pure air superiority fighter. But the most anticipated matchup in the world is between the J-50 and the U.S. Next Generation Air Dominance Program, the program that will produce the successor to the F-22 Raptor, possibly the F-47. And this is a point of concern for the Pentagon. China is leading in terms of speed and publicity. Beijing already has at least two sixth-generation prototypes flying and being photographed. Meanwhile, everything about NGAD remains shrouded in secrecy. This difference could create a dangerous capability gap in the early 2030s. If China can bring the J-50 into service before the U.S. has a worthy response, the balance of air power in the Indo-Pacific region, especially in hotspots like the South China Sea, could shift significantly. Part 5. Strategic Significance and the Future. Ladies and gentlemen, the emergence of the J-50 is not just a technological achievement. It is a powerful geopolitical message. Beijing is proving that it is capable not only of copying, but also of innovating and leading in the most complex areas of defense technology. The J-50, whether it is ultimately chosen as the main manned fighter or becomes a hybrid platform for controlling UAVs, will undoubtedly reshape military strategy in Asia. It forces the U.S. and its allies to reassess their capabilities and accelerate their own counter-programs. The technology race never stops. The F-22 Raptor was once invincible, but its time is slowly coming to an end. The J-50 has officially stepped out of the shadows, bringing with it big questions about the future of aerial warfare. Will it truly be as invincible as its technology promises? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the game in the sky has become more complex and unpredictable than ever before. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next in-depth military analyses. Hello, and see you again.